solved micropipetting. So current micropipettes are purely mechanical, dumb devices. We invented a smart sensor that turns them into self-sensing devices that can self-calibrate and are ultra-precise.
It's been around forever. It's one of the most conventional tools used in the life sciences. What made you guys decide that it needs to change?
My wrist hurt. That's what happened. I studied biochemistry in school, and what they don't tell you is when you're trying to cure cancer, you're actually just going like this all day with a micropipette, just for hours on end. And you don't even know if the pipette is even working. You're just praying that it works.
Can you tell me any example where you saw that pipetting imprecision actually caused like a serious adverse outcome?
Every lab person knows that they can't trust their pipette. Anecdotally for me, it was seeing all the grad students guard their pipettes with their life and being like, I just calibrated those. Don't you touch my pipettes. I will kill you if you touch my pipettes. But there's a figure that floats around the industry for pharmaceuticals, for drug discovery, where each pipetting error, it costs around $11,000 to remedy, because they have to go back and audit the production line and see where the bad data came from. And auditing is very expensive. And when it comes to drug discovery with high throughput screening, if your pipette is giving out too low of a volume, you can actually get false negatives, as in the drug works, but you didn't put enough in. So you just throw that candidate in the garbage, but it was actually like a really good candidate. And by the same token, you can get false positives, right? You're dispensing too much, the drug doesn't work that well, but you just put a lot in, and it looks like it's working, but it's actually not. And then you spend money on more testing, and it turns out to be a dead end.
So we spoke a little bit off camera earlier about like production costs and how much that you plan to retail. And based on what you told me about adverse outcomes, I would say you guys have a pretty strong business case.
Yeah.
But despite that, what would you say it has been a challenge for you in commercializing your product?
So we are still pre-seed stage. We have a patent and a prototype. I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's all fundraising. It's convincing investors. First of all, it's literally telling them what a micropipette is. They have no idea what it even is and what it does. It seems like some esoteric faraway thing, but if you go to the hospital around the corner, they will have 1,000 micropipettes. Everybody wants software, right? They want that AI, quick turnaround. Don't give up, keep knocking on the doors.
Can you tell me about one incentive in Canadian healthcare that you think actively makes healthcare worse for Canadians? Not necessarily an outcome that's making things worse for Canadians, but an incentive from decision makers.
When you go to the doctor and they're like, we should run 10 blood tests on you, but it costs too much, so we're only going to run 3, and we'll wait till they come back, and it's like weeks later, I'm going to make a robot that fixes that. So those blood tests cost like nothing, and they're going to run every single test on you. And there'll just be robots everywhere running it, and you'll get it same day.